anytime, any moment where you're inviting yourself to connect with yourself, to really feel into your senses, like how am I feeling physically? We're going to move in to doing a movie about ourselves and about our lives. You get to become the director, okay? Take one. So when you find yourself in a situation that provokes anxiety, imagine you can press the pause button, like when you watch a movie and you get to step out of it. So once you step out, you get to ask yourself, how would you prefer to feel in this situation? Name something that is creating anxiety in your life. So maybe it's that you've been feeling a lot of shame. Maybe it's that you've been in a mode of people pleasing and it just feels super uncomfortable, even looking at what you want or what you need. Or maybe lately you've been feeling super lonely. Or maybe your comfort zone has been being a victim. Or maybe it's about you're letting go of something in your life and you're grieving it. And remember, sometimes we even need to grieve letting go of shitty patterns that we've been super comfortable with. Or maybe it's about letting go of judgment of others, but ultimately letting go of judgment of yourself. Or maybe it's about letting go of a comfortable pattern of feeling anxious. So right now, whatever your movie is, whatever it is that's up for you to heal, just watch that on the movie screen. Just visualize a movie screen right now and watch yourself playing that shit out. Oh, look, I've just thrown myself under the bus, thinking it's my job to save the world. And hit pause to that movie on your movie screen. Just hit pause. And once you step out and you've hit pause, ask yourself, how would you prefer to feel in the situation? Imagine yourself trying on an emotional state that you would prefer to feel. So if you're feeling lonely, what would it feel like to feel connected? So reach for that experience of connection. If you've been feeling shame, maybe your reach is feeling loved. Letting go of being a victim, maybe you're going to feel empowered. What does empowerment feel like? In every cell of your body, just like you're taking a bite to eat of this just wonderful nutrition of connection and love, and let it feed your body, every single cell, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, just filling this beautiful container of connection. Judging others, maybe it just feels like complete and total acceptance. Inadequacy, what would it feel like to be adequate, to feel competent, to feel so connected? And if you've been abusing yourself, what would it feel like? What is the feeling of feeling complete and total love and acceptance of self? So try that on, just like slipping into a new coat. Let it envelop a coat of confidence, a coat of calm, a coat of love. And step back into the movie and notice how it feels. And if it still has some anxiety in it, hit pause again and step out and add more good feelings to the confidence, to the love of self, to acceptance. And then step back into the movie and try it again. Another way to do this is imagine sending yourself the resources that you absolutely need. Imagine what this person in this movie needed: love of self, adoration, acceptance. And just imagine yourself transmitting that into your past self in these situations, into that movie. And if for some reason you can't access the emotion you want, sometimes it might be easier to feel into a time that you felt that feeling. And imagine seeing what you saw when you were there, hearing what you heard, and notice how that feeling gets stronger inside of you. Acceptance for who you are, gratitude, feeling empowered, feeling confident, feeling safe, feeling loved. Notice how, as you imagine all of this, that it allows you to take in that calm. And in that movie scene, you begin to relax no matter what's going on around you. Imagine seeing your shoulders relax. Notice how your breathing slows down. And your face is just absolutely reflecting that inner calm, that inner sense of peace. And if you want confidence, notice how your posture shifts and you can stand up a little bit taller. And notice your expression shift as you send yourself that confidence. The divine container of complete and total acceptance. So in your movie, once you feel the way you want to feel and look the way you want to look, imagine yourself floating in and trying it on and hit play. Feel how good it feels to be in a body that feels good, even if the same situation that used to cause you anxiety is there and playing out, knowing you don't have to participate in it anymore. You don't have to lose yourself in disconnect, in addiction, in pain, in struggle. You get to choose. That's how powerful you are. Feel it into your body, send it into your body from that past experience. Let your mind rehearse this new response. And with repetition, you're rewiring your brain. You get to become the director of your experience. Okay, so now we're going to do this in a new way. Again, you're the director. So right now we're going to hit rewind to right before that disconnect was playing out. Maybe you reached for the loss of self. Maybe you did something that felt super shitty, that you're embarrassed about, that didn't have your own back. Okay? So you're hitting rewind right before you make that choice. Notice what happens when you rewind it and speed it up, or even slow it down. Notice how you can turn it into an old, grainy, black and white movie to remind yourself that it's old and that it's over. Sometimes, if you want to, you can even add a silly soundtrack. How about something like circus music? Notice how adding a soundtrack can change the way you respond to that memory. Sometimes this is all you need to neutralize the effect that it's having on you. You could, for example, make the movie smaller by shrinking it down and pushing it further and further away in the distance. We're not our experiences, ever. They're just experiences. But our experiences do shape us, right? And at the end of the day, since we're not our experiences, we often are invited to keep the lesson and let go of the pain and struggle. So that's what we're doing right here. We're neutralizing the effect and the impact that it's had on us from the past. We can even change the characters in any way we want to, right? You can make them silly or imagine them as little toddlers having temper tantrums. So, for example, somebody in your life who was super abusive and treated you like shit, you can visualize them as a toddler throwing a temper tantrum. What that does is it allows you to see that their behavior is not okay. You get to take their power back from them and see them in truth. When they were acting like disempowered bullies trying to gain power and control over you, you get to see that they were inner child throwing a fit, and you don't have to take that childish bullshit on. And you know what? Often you were that child. And so you may see yourself, throwing the temper tantrum, making other people wrong, throwing the disconnected bullshit onto other people. That's not kind. And it wasn't an empowered version of yourself. Because you seeing the experience for what it was in truth is how you take your power back. And share the message with yourself. You are love. You are love. You are love. And you are loved. You are so loved. You are so loved. And you're wanted in this world. And you're chosen. And no matter what's going on in your family of origin, you are coming into this world for a reason. And letting yourself know, I am so happy to be on this journey with you. I empower you to be you and to know that even though your family of origin may have their hands full, that you are a precious gift.